Green Man! 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 Holy YouTube video, Green Man!
Hey Grey Maniacs, it's the Grey Man here again. I hope you're all having a grey amazing day. Yeah, my day was alright. My body clock is all screwed up. I went to bed about 1 AM and woke up at 4:30 and ended up joining a stream on Tacoma Comics. I've never streamed with him before. He seemed to think we'd streamed once before, but I don't remember. I just never organise a stream. I just if someone's on and they say who wants to come in and I happen to be dressed, I end up just popping on, even if I don't say much. Sometimes it's awkward in the stream. Other people are talking, and I don't want to just sort of say something when I haven't got anything to say. You know what I mean? I wait until I can think of something to talk about. I talked a lot about modern stuff and what's coming out this week, and I'm like, well, totally out of my ballpark because I'm not buying anything at the moment. Anyway, it was fun. It's cool just hanging out with people you don't really hang out with much. Anyway, one comic in the post today. I've decided I need to begin buckle down, man. I need to get the comics that I really want, and it's the comics that I need for my collection, and it's the Blue Beetle. I need to get the first chart on one of Blue Beetle Field. I already got number 1 and number 4 or 5, I think it is. There's only about 5 in the whole run, and I got my eye on number 2 at the moment on eBay. This is number 3, and I love the Madmen. I remember when I see them in the 80s run, I thought they're so colourful and fun. they are cool villains. I really enjoyed the Madmen. And this is such a nice cover. I think this is a really cool cover. I'm guessing it's Ditko. I know he did a lot of the Blue Beetle. I'm assuming he did this cover as well. If it was anybody, I'd say it must be him. But, I could be wrong. Because I am not too clever when it comes to recognising people. But yeah, I love that, and it cost me a bit. Cost me 20 quid. But there you go. I made a bid on an old Detective Comics. I'd already watched it. I'd only been watching it once. It was going for 25 quid, and nobody bid on it. And it was still going to the last minute. It was 25 quid, and I bid on it. And I was like, oh. Because they wanted £9 postage because they were going to send it special delivery. I thought, that's 30 quid, 34 quid for one comic. And I was like, probably shouldn't have blinking bid on that. And then someone came in and picked me by a quid, and I was like, oh, never mind. Maybe I'll get that. I think it was a good bargain as well, actually. Even at that price, it was a good bargain. Because I looked at it, every other one on eBay was going for at least double what this one was going for. And looked at it on mycomicshop.com, and it was quite expensive on there. And it was like, well, you've got to have some control. Have some control. So I didn't make another bid. I could have put 27 or something like that, but no, I'm kind of glad that I didn't, kind of. But it doesn't stop me. I'm spending money on other comics elsewhere anyway. Anyway, let's move on with some other comic books. One day I'll win the lottery and it won't matter. One day a passing millionaire or billionaire, I'm not fussy, will watch one of my videos and go, wow, I really like the cut of this guy's jib. Look at that beard. Wow, that's so bushy. I could lose myself in that for years. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to send him a significant amount of money so he never has to work again and can buy whatever comics he likes. One day that's going to happen. And I can, just not have to work again and buy whatever comics I like. So if you're a passing billionaire or millionaire, I'm not fussy, then, feel free to send me a significant amount of money. That would be very kind. I don't know what I'll give you in return. I'll keep on making videos where I show off what magnificent books I've bought with the magnificent amount of money that you send me. So yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good way of doing things. I have got a Patreon for my heavy metal podcast, which is not really worth the effort. But I keep thinking I should do a Patreon for my comics, but it's like, there's no point. I'm not doing anything that's worth, I want to do showing a few comic books. There's nothing that's worth people paying money for, you know what I mean? It's I'm not really going to do that. I'm not going to bother doing a Patreon for for comics. I'm not doing anything. I've got nothing to offer people as rewards for becoming Patreons. Anyway. Oh, I remember I was going to shout out today now. Aggressively Relaxing. I help Aggressively Relaxing do some voice on his latest Marvel news broadcasts. He does these strange videos that I've watched a couple of them. I don't watch them that often, to be honest, because what it is, he takes this week in Marvel Comics and he makes it out like it was happening in real life and makes like news broadcasts about it. And because I'm not really up to date with I'm not buying modern comics, it doesn't mean anything to me. You know, I'm listening to these things, right, I don't know this storyline that he's talking about, so it's kind of like a little bit lost on me. But they're quite good productions, and he kind of ruined it by getting me on board because my sound was a bit iffy. I wish you should have told me, I would have re-recorded it. I had a bit of, I think it was a bit too loud, my microphone. It sounded a bit like it was distorting. But yeah, never mind. But check it out anyway. I'm going to leave the link at the end, video for his latest news bulletin, where I play a British reporter talking about Krakoa and Captain Britain. Apparently now is Betsy Braddock is now Captain Britain. I didn't even know that. And yeah, but it was fun. I enjoyed doing that. Anyone's got anything like that? Any projects like helping out? Like I did a couple of voiceovers for Night Tiger. Doing a collaboration, basically just doing what Life Review 2 YouTubers asked me to do for her current string of videos that she's doing. I think they were pretty cool. When she sort of first broached the subject of it, I was like, I'm not quite going to get that. It's going to work. But is it going to be something that's interesting? And when I actually got the video and saw the final product, I thought, oh yeah, that was cool. Obviously she's got a better vision than I have of things. Anyway, so I think I don't know if you watched me do the next one as well, but yeah, I'm always up to. I just mostly doubt my own abilities of doing stuff. So when it comes to, I don't know. Whatever. Let's just show you some coins. Let's do what I do so well. Let's do the voodoo that I do so well, which is just showing comic books from my collection and hypnotizing you, passing millionaires, send me significant amounts of money, stare into my mesmerize. Send me significant amounts of money, passing millionaires or billionaires. I'm not fussy. Trillionaires. Are there any trillionaires in this world? Probably not. Maybe. I don't think there are. No, trillions are too big a number. Billionaires, yeah, there's a few billionaires out there. But somehow, I don't think they're watching YouTube videos. Maybe I just don't think they do. I just don't think they do. I think they've got other things to be getting on with. They didn't make their trillions watching YouTube videos, did they? Nice covers. Giordano. It looks like. Is it Giordano? It's a bit of an awkward signature. No, it might be. I don't think it is though. Because Giordano's signature, I'm sure I've been able to read before. Grenda? I don't know what it says. What's this say? Garcia Lopez, this one. Garcia Lopez. They're fighting a giant octopus. And this one, they've gone to Hollywood. Hooray for Hollywood. Batman long ago left the team by the looks of it. Oh, Batman! He wasn't in the Outsiders this is the last issue of Batman the Outsiders. I'm going back at myself now. I'm going reverse commentary. Yeah, so he left at number 32, and it became Adventures of the Outsiders. Oh, Batman is an old fuddy-duddy sometimes. He leaves the big JLA saying I'm sticking with these guys. Then he leaves these guys, and every now and again he'll start up another team of Outsiders. Anyway. Is that the First Family? Yeah, I think it's called the Nuclear Family, not the First Family. The First Family is a completely different property. I can't remember the name of that run. It's an Image comic with the First Family in it. It's quite a good. I've got it in trades, but I can't remember what it's called now. Number 40, because these guys were used in the Teen Titans first series, weren't they? Nice split screen, The Force of July. they were kind of like a hero team, but like kind of controlled by the government. So they were all quite often at odds with the outsiders, because there would be kind of like a covert operations superhero team, and the interests of the government aren't always necessarily the best of interests. Sometimes their selfishness for their own needs doesn't necessarily go with what is the best morally, if you catch my drift. I can't remember exactly the situations now, but I remember the 4th of July didn't seem like bad. Like they thought they were doing right. They didn't think they were doing wrong, if you know what I mean. And I think they had the government behind them, but often what the government wanted them to do wasn't necessarily. I've already said this. I'm not myself. I'm repeating my own sentence. But looking at this, they all look like they're played like bad. And the guy there looks like, look at that's the look of a overconfident, overbearing kind of bully. And the lady down here, what's her name? Something to do with the Pilgrims. Can't remember. Whatever. She looks pretty mean in that one. Sure, she's got some kind of pilgrimy kind of tie-in name. Can't remember what it is now. Anyway, right. 1986, A Christmas Carol. I'm sure I've seen a similar story to this in another comic. I'm sure Teen Titans is a similar story to this one. I think it's an old Grinch, and they visit him to, he's an old Ebenezer Scrooge type, and they visit him to try and make him see the error of his ways. I think he's, I don't know, it could be a criminal or something like that. I can't remember now. And this is the Duke of Oil. The Duke of Oil. Duke of oil, Duke of oil. Yeah, he was another robot, wasn't he? And I think that's Dr. Jace down there. She ended up being the Manhunter during the Millennium Crisis. Now, they did seem to have quite a few robot enemies. They had the Nuclear Family, and then they had the Duke of Oil. And Luca looks like she's in trouble there. I think that might be the Duke of Oil without his outer plexi skin or whatever, plastic skin or whatever his outer layer is called. And oh, this doesn't look good. Katana versus Halo to the death. What? Say it isn't so. They're normally such firm friends. Katana's like a mother figure for Halo. Oh yeah, I remember now. You see the little flying things around. They're kind of like Japanese sprites, kind of like mischievous spirits kind of thing. And I think they've instigated this battle. I remember it. Right, just 2 more to go. A couple of annuals. It's 1984. Do you know where your freedoms are? It's a patriotic looking cover. I'm not quite sure what I mean by their freedoms. Is it like your Bill of Rights or something like that? Are your freedoms being oppressed? And the outsiders and Batman are here to stop the oppression. But they look grim and determined anyway. Batman's not actually on the cover, which is unusual for a book, especially with Batman's names on the letterhead, or whatever you want to call it. That's in pretty good condition. Right, and annual number 2, Sapphire. Great Aparo cover, and it looks like Sapphire Stagg somehow has faded away. She faded away to nothing. Hard to tell quite what's happening there. But she's not in the clothes that Metamorpho is cradling, and everyone else is standing around looking sad. You gotta say kudos to Sapphire Stagg for sticking with Rex Mason, even when he became the hideous, what people would call hideous, Metamorpho. He's alright, he looks a bit weird. He does look a bit weird, but she still loves him, which is good. Because you think about it, most of the time in superhero comics, that would be an excuse to give him the elbow. Oh, I can't love a monster, and run off automatically and leave the hero brooding. Oh, curses to these powers that were given to me. I would do anything to get rid of them. Yeah, that kind of thing. And she's just like, yeah, you're still my Rexy. So even though she's like brought up as a very rich woman because her father was very rich and pretty evil, he's nice. He's kind of he's evil. It's Simon Stagg, but he's like kind of comedy evil, and he's not sort of super evil. I don't know, but he ever bumped anybody off? I'm not sure if he's ever murdered people, but he's like pretty underhanded with his business practices and stuff like that. And he's definitely he's definitely willing to cut corners and break rules to get what he wants. But is he evil, Simon Stagg? I don't know. That's a comment. That's a video for somebody else's channel to do. But yeah, but I think it's just cool that Sapphire is loyal. Well, yeah, loyal. Still in love with Rex Mason Metamorpho, even though he's gone through what some would think of as a hideous change. But everyone can find love. Look at me. I've got a girlfriend. Yeah, I know. You wouldn't believe it, would you? We've been together 10 years. This is coming for tomorrow. The next Outsiders one will be starting from tomorrow. One of those Baxter Paper prestige formats. I like them Baxter Paper editions. I thought they were really good art. And good, like, something about the paper quality was really kind of aesthetically pleasing. Hey, that's a word you never thought you'd hear me use. Aesthetically. I've got no idea what it means. It just popped in my head. No, I kind of know what it means. Kind of. Anyway, today July is the 1st, which would have been my mum's birthday, but she's not here anymore to celebrate birthdays with. But I've got a beer in the fridge that I'm going to drink in her honour later on. So cheers, Mum. I'll not point to the heavens, even though I don't think there's any heavens at all. But I'll still point to them anyway. But anyway, I'm out of here. Go sub up Aggressively Relaxing if you're not already subbed to him. His content is pretty unique in the comic community. Because he's doing these news of the week, like based on the Marvel news. He also does some interesting prank calls that I've watched a few of. I'm not sure I quite know how they actually work. It's like he's talking to someone who's rung him up, and he starts reviewing recent comics. And it makes for some quite interesting interaction. I don't know, he just starts talking about the recent comics that have come out. I don't know how he sets that up. Does he just... He's got a thing to be able to record his calls or something like that. It's very strange. Anyway, it's a very inventive channel. Go and check out Aggressively Relaxing, or Aglax as I like to call him. He sounds like some kind of... I don't know, Aglax sounds like a medicine if you've got a tummy that won't quite shift what it's supposed to shift, you know what I mean? Are you suffering from constipation? You need Aglax. Yeah, that kind of thing. Available from all chemists and blah, 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 blah. Anyway... Oh yeah, let's talk about my contest that no one is entering. No, I did get a couple of entries. Comico Dino did an entry. Still about 6 away from getting 500 subs for Matilda. And we're about 60 away still. I keep going upwards and then downwards again. I got over the 1,440 mark, and then I went down under the 1,440 mark, and then I think I'm on the 1,440 now. Jesus Christ, it's like my sub count goes up and down like a blinking porn star's knickers. Anyway, I am out of here until tomorrow. May all your news be good news. Just hands there.
If you're having trouble taking a crap, then it's time to face the facts and buy new Formula Aglax. Yes, new Formula Aglax. It's good for all your bowel requirements. Not really, it's really a channel, a comic channel, Aggressively Relaxing. Go and sub him now.